Good morning, all of you. In this session, I am going to explain about friction problems on inclined plane. This is the example problem. In this session, I will explain about this problem. Now, coming to the another example, this is a given question: a rough inclined plane, coefficient of friction equal to mu equal to 0.25. Rises 1 centimeter for every 5 centimeters of its length. Calculate the effort required to drag a body of weight 100 newtons up the inclined plane. When the effort is applied parallel to the plane and when the effort is applied horizontally. Okay, this is the given question. From this given question, first you have to identify the given values. Okay, here from the given question, you can identify there are two cases in this problem. Okay, this is case one, this is case two. In case one, the effort is applied parallel to the inclined plane. Here you can observe this one is the effort equal to P. Okay, in case one, the effort is applied parallel to the plane. Okay. In second case, the effort is applied horizontally. Okay, so these are the two conditions. Okay, and the given values are coefficient of friction mu equal to 0.25, and here the self weight of the body equal to 100 newtons. Okay, here alpha is the inclined plane. For determining the inclination of the plane alpha, you have to calculate from this condition. Okay, so this is the given condition. From this given condition, you have to determine the value of alpha. Here rises 1 centimeter means the height of the plane, height equal to 1 centimeter for every 5 centimeters of its length. That means you have to consider hypotenuse of the inclined plane. Okay, 5 centimeters is the length. So this is the angle. Okay, alpha. From this triangle, you have to determine the value of inclination of the plane alpha. Okay, from given data, self weight of the body W equal to 100 newtons and 100 newtons. Pulling force required or effort required equal to P. Okay. Here capital R is the normal reaction and mu is the coefficient of friction. Here the value of coefficient of friction is given, mu equal to 0.25, and the friction force F equal to mu R. From this triangle, from this triangle sin alpha equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Here the opposite side is 1 centimeter, hypotenuse is 5 centimeters. So alpha equal to 11.53 degrees. So this is the inclination of the plane with respect to horizontal. Okay, so 11.53 degrees is the inclination of the plane. Okay, in both cases you have to consider alpha equal to 11.53 and self weight W equal to 100 newtons. Okay, in both cases you have to determine the effort required. Okay, the effort required when the effort is applied parallel to the inclined plane and the effort required when the effort is applied horizontally. Okay, these are the two given conditions. First you have to consider this case. Okay, now I am considering this case one. In case one, capital R equal to reaction force, W equal to self weight of your body, P is the applied force or effort required parallel to the plane, and F is the frictional force. Okay, so this is a inclined plane. This inclined plane makes an angle alpha equal to 11.53 degrees and W equal to 100 newtons, self weight of the body. First you have to draw free body diagram for this condition. Already we know that the self weight of a body acts vertically downwards. These two are the reference lines. this line parallel to the inclined plane, this plane normal to the inclined plane. Okay. Now you have to consider self weight W. So this is the direction of the self weight W. Okay. Already we know that self weight of any body acts vertically downwards. Okay. Now this is the normal reaction. This normal reaction makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the inclined plane. Okay. Now you have to consider reference axis. Now you have to convert this self weight W into two components along the parallel plane and a normal plane. Okay. So this self weight W makes an angle alpha with respect to the inclined plane. Okay. Here, this self weight makes an angle alpha degrees with respect to this normal reference axis. Okay. Now you have to convert this self weight W along the normal plane along the parallel axis. Okay. So W cos alpha is the normal component and W sin alpha is the parallel component. Okay. Now you have to consider this reaction force as it is. Okay, this is the reaction force R. Now this is the applied force. In case one, the effort is applied parallel to the inclined plane. Okay. So you have to consider this applied force as it is. Okay. Okay. When you are applying the pulling force in upward direction, then the direction of motion of the block is also upward. Okay. So here already we know that the frictional force always acts opposite to the direction of motion. So here the direction of motion is upward. So you have to consider downward frictional force. Okay, this is the frictional force. Okay, so F equal to mu R. Now you have to consider these two forces here. So this is a applied force or effort P parallel to the plane, and this one F equal to mu R is the frictional force F equal to mu R. Okay. So here you can observe there are 5 forces. Okay. By using these 5 forces, you have to determine effort P required when the effort is applied parallel to the plane. Now consider free body diagram. Okay. From this free body diagram, you have to determine P. So first of all, here W equal to 100 newtons, and here the effort required P equal to question mark. You have to find out that value, and R is the normal reaction, and mu is the coefficient of friction, mu equal to 0.25, and F equal to frictional force, alpha equal to 11.53 degrees. Okay. Substitute these values in these equations. For getting the normal reaction R, you have to resolve all the forces normal to the plane. Okay, these two are the forces normal to the plane. So W cos alpha and R. Okay, for upward direction you have to consider positive sign. For downward direction you have to consider negative sign. Okay, so plus R minus W cos alpha equal to 0. From this equation, normal reaction R equal to 100 cos 11.53 degrees. So normal reaction force at point of contact equal to R equal to 97.98 newtons. Okay. Now, after getting the reaction force, you have to resolve all the forces along the inclined plane. Okay. So here there are 3 forces. Okay. For right side direction, you have to consider positive sign. For left side direction, you have to consider negative sign. We resolve all the forces along the inclined plane, that is Fx equal to 0 plus W sin alpha plus mu R minus P equal to 0. Now substitute the value of reaction force R in this equation. Now this is the value. Okay, P equal to 44.48 newtons. This is the effort required parallel to the inclined plane. Okay, so in first case, the effort required parallel to the plane is 44.48 newtons. Okay, now let's consider a case 2 diagram. in case two, the effort is applied horizontally. So already we know that the self weight of the block always acts vertically downwards. Okay, this is the position of a self weight. Now we have to consider a reaction force perpendicular to the inclined plane. Okay, so these are the two reference axes. Now you have to convert this self weight W into two components, that is parallel to the plane and normal to the plane. This self weight always makes an angle alpha with respect to the vertical axis. So W, this one is a adjacent side, so you have to consider cos alpha. This one is a opposite side, so you have to consider sin alpha. Okay, so W cos alpha is the normal component and W sin alpha is the parallel component. Okay, so here you can observe I converted this vertical force into two components, W cos alpha and W sin alpha. Okay, after that you have to consider this reaction force as it is. Okay, now you have to apply a pulling force parallel to the horizontal plane or horizontally, applied horizontally. Here the value of P is unknown, so you have to determine the value of effort required horizontally. So here the direction of motion of the block is right side, so you have to consider a opposite frictional force like this. Frictional force always acts parallel to the support, okay, and also opposite to the direction of motion of a block. Okay, now consider these two forces. Here you have to convert this effort P into two components along the parallel plane and normal to the plane. Here this effort P makes an angle alpha with respect to the horizontal, so this one is a adjacent side, you have to consider cos alpha, and this one is the opposite side, so you have to consider sin alpha. Okay, so P cos alpha is the horizontal, is the parallel component, and P sin alpha is the normal component. Now you have to consider this reaction force as it is. Okay, now you have to draw this frictional force F equal to mu r like this. Okay, now these six forces are the free, these six forces are the important components for this condition. By using these six forces, you have to determine the effort P required horizontally. Now resolve all the forces parallel to the inclined plane. Okay, here there are three forces: P cos alpha, F equal to mu r, F W sin alpha. These three are the forces along the inclined plane. Now these are the three forces along the normal plane. P sin alpha or W cos alpha are the three forces along the normal plane. Now for determining the value of normal reaction R, you have to resolve all the forces normal to the plane. For downward direction, you have to consider negative sign. For upward direction, you have to consider positive sign. So here plus R minus W cos alpha minus P sin alpha. Okay, plus R minus W cos alpha minus P sin alpha equal to 0. Okay, so here capital R equal to 100 cos 11.53 plus P sin 11.53. Here the value of P is unknown. Okay, so the reaction force R equal to 97.98 plus 0.2 P. Okay, this is the value of reaction force. Here the value of P is not given. You have to determine that value. Okay, after that you have to resolve all the forces along the inclined plane. Okay, these are the three forces along the inclined plane. For right side direction, you have to consider plus positive sign. For left side direction, you have to consider negative sign. Okay, minus P cos alpha plus mu r plus W sin alpha. Okay, equal to 0. Now P cos alpha equal to mu r plus W sin alpha. Okay. Substitute the value of reaction force in this equation. Okay. Now this is the value of P cos alpha. Now this is finally we got the value of P, that is the effort required horizontally. Capital P equal to 47.85 meters. Okay, this is the problem. This is the final answer for this problem. Okay. First of all, you have to split the given question into two cases. Okay. In case one, you have to apply effort parallel to the inclined plane. In second case, you have to apply effort horizontally. Okay. Now coming to the another example problem, referring to the figure given below, determine the least value of the force P to cause motion to impend rightwards. Assume the coefficient of friction under the blocks to be 0.2 and the pulley to be frictionless. So this is the given diagram. Okay, from this given diagram, you have to determine the least value of force P. You have to determine the least value of force P. Okay. So, and also you have to determine the angle of inclination theta with respect to the horizontal plane. Okay. Here there are two blocks. First one is 150 newtons block and the other one is 100 newtons block. Okay, these two blocks are connecting through a string. The given values are weight of a block 1 equal to 150 newtons and weight of a block 2 equal to 100 newtons, and P is the effort required. P is question mark, and normal reaction R1 for 150 newtons block, R2 is the reaction force for 100 newtons block. Coefficient of friction mu equal to 0.2. Friction force F equal to mu r. From given diagram, alpha, angle of inclination alpha equal to 60 degrees. First of all, you have to convert this given diagram into free body diagram. Okay, first of all, you have to draw reference axis parallel to the inclined plane and normal to the plane. Now these two are the reference axis. Okay, this one is parallel to the inclined plane, this one is normal to the inclined plane. Okay, now you have to consider a self weight 150 newtons vertically downwards. Already we know that self weight of any body acts vertically downwards. Okay, for block 2 you have to consider horizontal and vertical axis. Okay, this horizontal axis parallel to the horizontal plane, this vertical axis perpendicular to the horizontal support. Okay, now you have to consider self weight 100 newtons vertically downwards. Okay, here the self weight of your body lies on vertical axis. Okay, now you have to consider normal reaction. Okay, already we know that normal reaction always makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to the support. Okay, so this reaction force R1 makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to support, and this normal reaction R2 makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to horizontal support. Okay, after that you have to consider tension in the string. Okay, so this is a tension in the string. For this block you have to consider right side tension. For this block you have to consider left side tension. Okay, the tension in block 1 and tension in block 2 both are same, that is capital T. You have to find out the value of T. Okay, here we are applying a effort P to drag these two blocks. So the direction of motion of this block, these two blocks are like this. Now you have to consider frictional force opposite to the direction of motion. Okay, here the direction of a block is right side, so you have to consider downward frictional force. For this block you have to consider left side frictional force. Already we know that frictional force always acts parallel to the support. Okay, here the support is inclined 60 degrees inclined to the horizontal. Here the support is parallel, horizontal. Okay, horizontal support. Now you have to convert, or you have to split this problem into two cases. I consider this block as case one. After that, you have to consider this block as case two. Okay. Now you have to consider left side inclined plane. Okay. In case one, you have to consider equilibrium of block of weight 150 newtons. Okay. Now you have to draw free body diagrams for this problem. These two are the reference axis. So already we know that self weight always acts vertically downwards. This is the normal reaction force. Normal reaction force always makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to support. After that, you have to consider tension in the string. Okay. After that, you have to consider direction of motion. Okay, here the direction of motion is the right side, so you have to consider downward frictional force. Okay, this one is a opposite force. Now you have to consider these four forces for free body diagram. Here W equal 150 newtons, alpha equal 60 degrees. Here tension in the string equal T. Okay, R1 is the normal reaction, and mu is the coefficient of friction in the coefficient of friction between the block and the plane. Here the value of coefficient of friction mu equal 0.2 is given. Okay. From reaction force and friction, coefficient of friction, we have to determine frictional force F equal to mu R1 for block 1. Now you have to consider free body diagram for this problem. You have to draw all the forces along the inclined plane and normal to the plane. First of all, you have to convert this self weight W into two components. Okay. Here, this self weight makes an angle alpha with respect to the normal axis. Okay. So you have to convert this W self weight into two components along the inclined plane and normal to the inclined plane. Okay. This is a normal component W cos alpha. Okay. And this is a parallel component. Okay, lies on parallel plane W sin alpha. After that, you have to consider this reaction force along the normal plane. Now you have to consider this is tension in right side direction, and after that you have to consider frictional force. Okay. Now these are the five forces for determining the value of tension T and normal reaction R1. Okay. Resolve all the forces normal to the plane. So these are the two forces normal to the plane. R1 for upward action, you have to consider positive sign. For downward action, you have to consider negative sign. So plus R1 minus W cos 60 equal to 0. So R1 is the reaction force. R1 equal to 150 cos 60. So the reaction force between the block and the plane is 75 newtons. R1 equal to 75 newtons. The reaction force between the block and the plane is R1 equal to 75 newtons. After getting the reaction force, you have to determine the value of mu. Sorry, the value of tension T. Tension T. Resolve all the forces parallel to the inclined plane. For right side direction, you have to consider positive sign. For left side direction, you have to consider negative sign. So plus T minus W sin 60 minus mu R1 equal to 0. Okay, now you have to substitute the value of R1 equal to 75 newtons in this equation. T equal to W sin alpha plus 0.2 into 75. Okay. Now here you can observe the value of W equal to 150 newtons. Okay. You have to substitute the value of W in this equation. Finally, the tension, the value of tension T equal to 144.9 newtons. Okay, 144.9 newtons. So from this condition, from case 1, the tension in the string T equal to 144.9. Okay, you have to consider this tension in case 2 also. Okay, yeah, this is a cable, so you have to consider same tension in this string. These two are the reference axis. Okay, parallel to the plane and normal to the plane. This is the position of a self weight W2 equal 100 newtons. Okay, now this is the reaction force. This reaction force always makes an angle 90 degrees with respect to support. Okay, now this is the direction of motion of the direction of frictional force F equal to mu R2 and tension 2. Okay, these two are the forces, tension and frictional force. Now resolve all the forces normal to the plane and parallel to the plane. First of all, you have to resolve all the forces normal to the plane. Plus R2 minus W2 plus P sin theta equal to 0. Okay, here R2, the value of R2 equal to reaction force between the block and second plane is equal to R2 equal to 100. Here the value of W equal to 100 minus P sin theta. Okay, here the value of P and R2 is not given, so you have to write down as it is. After that, you have to resolve all the forces along the parallel plane. So here there are three forces: P cos theta 144.9 and mu R2 are the three forces along the normal plane. Sorry, along the inclined plane. P cos alpha equal to T plus mu R2. From this equation, you have to substitute the value of R2 in this equation. Now P cos theta equal to 144.9 plus 0.2 into 100 minus P sin theta equal to 0. No need. Okay. Let's consider this equation as first equation. From this equation, now you have to take P value as common value. Okay, from this equation, the value of P equal to 164.9 by cos theta plus 0.2 sin theta. Here the value of theta also not given, and the value of P also not given. So the force P will be minimum if cos theta plus 0.2 sin theta is maximum. Okay, so you have to differentiate cos theta plus 0.2 sin theta about 2 equate. Okay, now solve this equation. D by d theta of cos theta equal to minus sin theta, d by d theta of sin theta equal to cos theta. Okay, 0.2 cos theta equal to sin theta. From this equation, you can get the value of theta. Okay, so here theta equal to tan inverse of sin theta by cos theta. That value equal to 0.2. So the angle of inclination of the effort P is theta equal to 11.309 degrees. After getting the value of theta, you have to substitute the value of theta in this equation 1. Now you will get the value of effort required P. Okay, this is the least value of effort required P equal to 161.88 newtons. Okay, this is the answer for this problem. Okay, friends. In next class, I will explain more problems on friction topic. Okay.